Welcome to the St. Augustine Wellness Insights, hosted by Amber Shah, the Shah of Saint Augustine.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the St. Augustine Wellness Insights. I'm your host, Amber Shah, and today we'll be taking a special look at financial wellness, financial well-being, and how it impacts our lives every day. Remember, financial wellness is not just about money. It's about feeling empowered and secure in your financial decisions, so you can live a life of abundance and fulfillment. I spoke with Terry Pacetti, a local who is in his 80s and has been managing a successful real estate firm for over 60 years. Terry's written some books on investing in real estate and wanted to share with us some of his top secret tips and tricks to remaining successful financially in your life.
Hi, I'm Terry Pacetti. To achieve great success in the real estate industry, investment-wise, is to buy some, sell some, buy some, keep some. The ones you sell will make you money, and the ones you keep will make you rich. Anyone that owns 10 houses or more paid for is a wealthy person in income flow and in equities.
It's important to balance your financial goals with your personal happiness. Everybody's different, so you have to make sure you have a goal in mind for yourself and make plans to get yourself there. I'm joined today by Donna McGee from Union Home Mortgage. She's a finance expert, and she's here to give us some tips on how to improve your credit.
Thank you, Amber. That's a great question. One of the best ways to improve your credit score is to keep your credit card debt at a minimum. So for instance, if you have a high credit balance available on your credit card of, let's say, $1,000, you want to try to keep that credit card balance utilization at 40% or less. That's going to give you a better credit score. It's going to increase your credit score if it's not good. One of the worst things you can do is go over your credit card limit. So you don't want to do that. Utilization of your credit is important, and you know, even if you have a $10 payment that's due on a credit card and you think, it's just $10. If you're late with that $10 payment, it's just like being late for a mortgage payment. Basically, it's just not good to be late. So keep your credit on time, pay on time, and utilization is key.
Thank you, Donna.
Thank you.
It can be hard to save money and deter yourself from purchasing unnecessary items or making unbudgeted purchases so that you can achieve your goals. As a mother of two and a wife and a real estate agent and a homeowner, I know the importance of managing financial decisions and making hard choices not to buy certain things. So if you can just make a few changes in your life so that you can reach your own goals, that would benefit you greatly. Quick story for you. When I was in my college years, when I was fresh out of high school and I had turned 18, I was getting all these different letters from credit card companies offering me credit cards. And I didn't have very much liquidity. I was working mostly minimum wage, almost jobs in retail, and not saving very much money, spending almost all my money that I made as I made it, and accumulating credit card debt as well as student loan debt. And I had a car loan as well for a brand new car that was not very special, but it was all I was able to get approved for, and I was swimming in debt. So I was able to become super frugal thanks to my now husband, who was a stockbroker in his past, and I decided that I wanted him to be my financial manager, so I put him in charge of all of my money. And we got joint bank accounts, which I'm not recommending that you do with your spouse, but if you have a financial manager or somebody who's on your side, it could even be a parent or a relative perhaps that would be willing to help motivate you to stay on track. Of course, it's best if you can do it yourself. However, I find myself extrinsically motivated, so I like to have outside sources that can help motivate me. So I've used my own knowledge of myself to help enlist the help of others who will also benefit from my financial well-being. So I was super frugal for a long time. Even now, I still kind of act poor. I go out to eat every once in a while, and I feel like lately I've actually been going out a little bit too much. So making sure that you are being accountable to yourself and being honest to yourself. Honesty is going to be one of the most important things when it comes to your financial well-being and making some of the important decisions in your life. I have two beautiful children who I love so much, and kids are expensive. So it is a little bit of a challenge as far as the development for the children, I think, when it comes to trying to help them be more fiscally sound and financially well and motivated to spend a little bit less, or just not be motivated to spend every single dollar that we have. Not that they even know how much we have, but sometimes it's challenging for me to explain the finances to the children. And I don't know if you recall the way that you learned about finances when you were young, but maybe just think about that when you're moving forward with your financial decisions. Think about how you were brought up when it came to thinking about money, and then how now you can use that as you move forward, or even make any adjustments to that so that you can do something like raising money, saving money, or just spending less, or shifting from, maybe purchasing, say like a coffee is one of the most popular examples. Every day you're spending like $4 on a Dunkin' Donuts coffee, or from some coffee place. 4 times, 300 is like $1,200 a year that some people are spending over $1,000 a year at Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks and places like that, which I know I do too, so, and I try to cut back as much as I can. Some people buy their own coffee machines or just quit drinking coffee, and I'm not recommending that either, but I'm just making some suggestions. There are some psychological and emotional aspects to financial well-being, so just keep those in mind also when you're making your financial plans, and being aware of the situation of your family, and making sure that everything that you decide is for the greater good of everybody, so you can't just stop buying food so that you can buy a new truck, but then the whole family is going to starve. Things have to make a little bit more sense. So perhaps you just write everything down. I'm a realtor, so I actually work with a lot of people that have some accumulation of debt, and then we are able to reorganize the debt for them. Sometimes we're able to roll that into like a new mortgage or something. Not to go too much about myself, but we do stuff like that in my industry. So I totally see how some people do get kind of snowballed into some debt, and sometimes it can get really hard to get out of it. So I know that over here at Shah of Saint Realty Network, Terry loves the 10-10-10 plan, where you can purchase 10 houses and then become a landlord or a property owner, and then get residual income that way. And then there are also folks that are like my husband, who is a stockbroker investor and likes playing the stock market. Some people do things a little bit more aggressively. They might want to go down to the poker room. Some people are investors and like to follow the stock market. So you can always learn about penny stocks or Bitcoins or any types of cryptocurrency and options. And I recommend that right here on YouTube, there are so many awesome sites and videos that you can watch on learning more about investing in so many different avenues. I've actually been following one recently on probates, and I'm going to be going to a tax lien class soon. And that brings me to another point where learning and continuing to remain abreast of all of the current facts of the fiscal markets, and being abreast of any kind of litigation also, because say for example, there's some stuff right now in real estate where some people are getting upset about some of the ways that some people are getting paid, or how much they're getting paid, and things like that, and how they're exposing the payments to other people that are involved in some of the deals they're making, and forthrightness and things like that. And if you were to read more of the verbiage within them, and again, there are YouTube channels where there are lawyers and attorneys that are actually reading these entire 200-page long documents that cite everything that is occurring within all of these lawsuits. And in that, you'll see that there are sometimes additional agendas that are hidden within there. So please just stay abreast of the news and be honest with yourself, and keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, continue learning, be open to what's going on in the world. Another thing that I like to do for financial wellness is find things that are in your community that are occurring and that are free. So if you are able to do some free events and go places that don't have a cover charge and don't have a door fee and just don't cost you extra money to go there, so you can spend some social time if that's some stuff that you like to do. I love following all the different events that are like on Facebook, and there's meetup.com also, where you can see where in your area you can go either do learning events, sometimes those are free, you can do classes, or you can even go to farmers markets or other community events that are in your area, and that way you can learn more about your local market by talking to local business owners and speaking to managers of retail locations is part of one of my prior jobs that I did for over 10 years, and I was able to learn so much about the way business worked just by learning from the managers of the stores, what they do every day and what kind of problems they run into and what kind of issues they have, what their pain points are, what they like about their jobs, and asking people about themselves. And even better with financial wellness is when you find someone who has been financially successful, interview them, ask them questions about themselves and see what they're doing, because everybody has something different that they're doing. Like my husband likes the stock business. I'm very interested in the real estate business. I know Terry Pacetti over here loves the real estate business and investing and really big development deals, which is really fun. But also there are many people that like to invest in collectibles, so like my son is actually getting into Pokemon, which I don't know very much about, but if I was willing to learn more about it, then I would probably notice that he has some valuable cards. I don't know, but that is another avenue that you could go down. Collectibles. There are so many different ways that you can invest your time, your money, your energy in ways that'll make you financially more well and give your life balance and give you meaning in your life and give you purpose and make you feel accomplished. Okay, I think that that's one of the most important things, is that you're doing something that you feel like is good for you. All right, so maybe you invest in rollerblade wheels. I just thought of rollerblading because I haven't been in a while and I enjoy rollerblading, but I don't go enough. But I'm not investing anything too crazy. I don't have a rollerblading store, but if I did, maybe I would be a rollerblade collector. Maybe I would collect famous people's rollerblades. I don't know. That was just a thought. So there are so many different things that you can do for financial wellness. The most important thing is that brings you joy. And there are many people that are super billionaires that you would never even know, maybe not billionaires, but still there are some rich people that are in your neighborhood that you don't even know are secretly rich because they're doing exactly what they want to do in their lives and they're just financially comfortable. We don't have to be all blinged out, if we're well off. But some people like that. If that's you, then that's you. That's fine. I'm not going to judge the way that you like to live your life. There are so many ways that you can find financial well-being in your life. You could invest in stocks or bonds, or you could franchise a business. You could be a business owner. You could invest in real estate. You could own property. You could flip property. You could be a collector of different things. You can collect almost anything. There are so many different avenues. You just have to make a plan and stick with it. So if you can plan it out, write it down, and be consistent, then you can have great success in financial wellness. Until next time, take care and be well.